Hello, hello.
Yes, we are here.
Welcome everyone to Living Your Purpose.
Yes.
We're back.
You see, you see how she did the last purpose.
Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. My name is Danielle K. Anderson, also known as Danielle the VP. I am an entrepreneur, interfaith minister, spiritual counselor, life coach, and speaker.
You got it, yeah.
And it is my purpose to help people to look good, feel good, find and walk in their purpose.
Yes, and I am, if you don't know, you should know. This is SJ from Inner Soul Development. That's right, Inner Soul Development. I'm a personal life coach and transformational speaker. And what it is that I take you off your autopilot, take you off course to your greater self. I make sure you understand that life is to be controlled and that life should not control you. So that is what we are all about. We're all about educating. We're all about inspiring and helping you to become better individuals because there's a better version of yourself. So that's what we're all about.
All right. So for anybody who's listening to us for the first time, we are so excited because we've actually been doing this show for a year today.
Yes.
And we had another platform. It conked out on us. They gave up on us.
Yeah.
And we said, you know what? It's cool. I'm coming home. I'm coming to Rip Radio Network.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And Trump, thank you so much for having us on the network. We really, really appreciate you.
Yes.
You have no idea.
Yes.
And we're celebrating a lot of...
You know, we're celebrating something else, though.
But
this is the first time that I've seen Danielle live in the flesh.
True.
Okay? And let me tell you what a great sight it is. I got to just tell you that right there. I got to tell you it's beautiful. I know, but she knows you're beautiful. So that's the two things is that we, for a whole year, we've been live streaming just face to face, but not technically seeing each other face to face. So we're doing it today, and it's a beautiful thing.
It's different for me to stream with pants on now. Because, see, before,
I know, it was just like
right
yeah,
here,
I know.
I had to put clothes on and stuff.
Lord
but anyway,
knows.
I'm so silly. I haven't had coffee, y'all. Okay, so the topic of today's show.
Yes, let's get into it.
Yeah, because we're running late and everything. But the topic of today's show is adapting to change.
Yes.
And how fitting for us today.
Yes, great topic.
Because we found out, we used to broadcast at 6 p.m. on Sundays.
Every day, like clockwork.
And it was awesome. It was amazing. We're getting ready for our show. And then Saturday morning, we find out the platform is just gone. Done. We can't do anything. And I don't know about you, SJ, but I had a little bit of a breakdown.
I had a withdrawal.
You had withdrawals.
Yeah.
And it's been, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So
I miss it.
Yeah, we miss it a lot. So what better topic for us to talk about than adapting to change? What do we do to deal with those type of things? This is an interactive program. It's not just us talking to you. We want you all to participate. If you are listening to us on the Rip Radio Network, you can call in at 301-288-3100.
Yes. Call in.
Please do call in.
Show love,
we would
support.
love to hear from you.
Yes.
Hear what your input on this topic is, and ask any questions that you have of us.
Absolutely.
So what are the things that we can do? Why don't people like change?
Because a lot of people are stuck within a pattern that they follow subconsciously. They don't even realize they're doing it, and change hurts. Change is coming off that pattern and doing something new. Anything that's new is different, but when it comes to life changes, it becomes painful. So it's a thing that I tell everybody that it's necessary. It's very necessary for you to do the readjustments and the recalibrations of your life, because that way you'll be able to see more clearly and know exactly what your future is going to look like. So you gotta adjust and recalibrate, but it's difficult. It's very difficult. I mean, people resist change. And they resist change because it's so difficult and so painful. So I think that's why a lot of people hold on to what they're doing. Yeah.
I think so too. We have to understand though that not all change is bad change. You
Right.
know, you can get new, you know, new relationships, new family members, children,
Mm-hmm.
new titles,
Yes.
things like that. These are good
Yes.
things that show progress. And a lot of times, it's difficult to deal with those things because you're stepping into a place that you're not familiar with.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you prepare
Yeah.
prepare for change, the good ones, it's kind of easier to prepare for the good ones because you know they're coming. Like, you know, most of the time when a baby is coming, so you can get long
I
story.
have no idea.
Long story.
No idea.
That's another story for another show.
So.
But you know what to do. You know what to buy. You know, don't hold the baby upside down. You know, all those
Right.
type of things. But then once you get into it, you think that you're prepared, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So expecting the unexpected is a part of that as well. It's like
Right.
you know that things are going to happen that you're not aware of, that you're not prepared for, and to take it as a challenge and a learning experience rather than the end of the world, which some people
Mm-hmm.
feel like the slightest change in their world
Yeah.
is the
It's
end
the-
of that world. Right, but that's not always
Absolutely.
the case.
Yeah.
It's good to be prepared. It's good to change. Change means growth.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, if seeds didn't change, then we wouldn't have trees.
Exactly. But you know what? It's funny that everything in life does change. I mean, economy changes, fashion changes, and music changes. I mean, look at the status right now of the music that we're listening to now.
I don't like
So
that change.
I know, but but it changes, and even artists, if they've been in the game for so long, musical artists, they have to be able to reinvent themselves because of the change. So change is always going to happen. It's the progress that we're looking for. That's where we really want to focus on, is that progress. So, you know, even any kind of vehicle, say for instance, you want to like live your life purpose. You want to know what it is and how to be able to define yourself and where you fit into the world. You know, you're gonna hit different vehicles to be able to do that. Just like with us, like we had the live streaming, and now focusing on one particular mission, but it's coming in different vehicles. We had the Blab, which is live streaming. Now we have the radio, but
Yeah.
the message still stays the same.
Right.
So that's the whole thing.
Yeah, maintaining your core,
Yeah.
I think for us is important because it's a different platform, it's a different time, it's a whole different audience, but it's the same show.
Absolutely.
It's definitely the same show. So
Yeah.
for people who don't really know who we are, what living your purpose is, let's step back for a little bit.
We
And-
love that.
Yeah, and let's talk about how we got started and
Okay.
where this came from.
You wanna tell the story?
No, you tell the story.
Okay. Well.
Your story.
Okay. It's partially my story, but you're part of the story. So, well, we've dealt with, as far as what I do, as a life coach and transformational speaker and stuff like that. There's different platforms that I was using, and one of the platforms was a live stream called Periscope, and I think everybody was using that to be able to either identify their brand or talk about, what they do. And I figure I use that platform to do it. And there's people within there that, you can actually watch that's within your niche. And so, Miss Danielle K. Anderson was one of those people that was in my niche. And I saw her and, I was listening to her for a few. It wasn't like I just hit her up right quick. I was just like, let me just see what she's about, what she's talking about, if it's on the same plane as I am, and, if we have anything in common as far as the message that I really wanted to speak about. So after a while, I think it was like 2 or 3 shows that she was doing, because she had the mayor of Crazy Town. That was one. I was like, okay. But it worked, that was her thing. And then she had, had to, ask me anything Thursday. So it was like she was doing things and her message was the same. She stayed on topic and she stayed on message. So then I was like, you know what? I want to do like a show or something. Let's get together and do something called. And there was another There was another person too, Jamila Corbett.
Yeah.
Right, Jamila. And
Love you, Jamila. We miss you.
yes. And so I got everybody together, and I was just like, let's do something together where we can, like, do some type of mastermind type of thing. And I wanted to do something, and so therefore you could take the rest of the story because you're in it now. You're in the story now.
So SJ hits me up on Periscope and is like, yo, we need to collaborate. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. I'm down. What do you do? What do you want to do? And I was the type of person on Periscope, well, pretty much in life, is if you are Rocco just joined in on Facebook Live. Hey,
what's up, Rocco?
So that, I'm willing to help people all over. I'm willing to work with people, because my philosophy when I was on Periscope and anywhere now is I can't do what I do if people don't know who I am.
Exactly.
And and I'm more about helping other people than building my brand, because basically that is my brand. I'm a person who helps people. That's who I am. That's what I do. So we got together, we had a conference call. It was like on a Tuesday, and then on Thursday we were on the air, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And this journey really, I can't believe it's been a year. Right? It's been a really wild roller coaster ride. But we've met some really awesome people. We've heard some amazing stories, tear-jerking stories. Yes. SJ even got me one time.
Exactly. I was about to say that, but I think I'll let you continue, and then I'll just jump in and say that.
So if you all, like I said, if you're not familiar with Living Your Purpose and what we do have archives on YouTube that you can go ahead and check out. Just search Living Your Purpose in channels, and we pop right up. We are online at www.lypshow.com.
Yes.
We are on all of the social medias.
So follow us.
Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Periscope. We have a Facebook community, LYP Broadcast. Pretty simple. Now that we're on the Ripped Radio Network.
Which you can download. It's I like the fact that you can download it and watch it. It's a great platform, so I'm pretty happy to be married to it.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm really, really excited about this. So again, this is an interactive show.
Absolutely.
This is a conversation, not a presentation. So if you are listening live, you can call in at 301-288-3100.
Yes.
Or if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can go in Facebook Live and type into the chat.
Yes.
I want to shout out Justin, John, and Rocco. I see you guys.
There we go.
There we go. For joining.
I like Rocco.
Rocco's amazing. We had him on our show.
Yeah. He's such a positive man.
He's an amazing person.
I tell you one thing, living your purpose is very necessary. I believe that any type of positive, and not just to say because I'm on it, but just to say that, it's really good because this is positive TV. I believe this is what people need to hear in order to keep moving forward. There's so much negativity in the world, and some people use that negativity and it becomes their reality. And I always tell them that doesn't have to be your reality. And look, I got another guy. Oh, this is beautiful. He's watching as well. Great. The real estate guy. I just have real estate guy.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
Hi, real estate guy. But anyway, yeah, so he's, this is a platform for positive TV, and it's something that you want to definitely listen to get your mind right, because like I said, there's so much negativity in the world being force-fed to us. So, to be able to have something like this, or even topics or about change and things of that nature, or life purpose, is so refreshing, because then you can be able to move forward and say, you know what, I want to take one more step. Like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it too. I love this. It's great. So the topic again today is adapting to change.
Yes.
How can we be better at adapting to change? Because some changes are traumatic.
Yes.
Some of them, it's you got a lot going on, and sometimes it feels like you're being pulled in all different directions all at one time. What can we do?
Yes.
To deal?
Well, I think that the one thing that is very important is who you surround yourself with. It is really, I think that's a key element. Like, if you surround yourself with people who tell you to stay where you are, if they don't like you, they're haters. People say that sometimes. If they don't like who you are, you've always been like that, then, screw them because they are just haters. No, that's not the people that you want to be around. You want to be around somebody that says, you know what, you are not good where you are. You need to, we need to do this for future. You need to be around people who want to progress, and you want to be around people who see potential in you more than you see it in yourself. Once you surround yourself with people like that, then the change is going to be difficult, but you have that support system. Not only the universe, of course, or God, or wherever you believe in, but you also have people that also on the same playing field, and they're playing the same game you're playing.
Right.
As opposed to not playing the same game.
So having positive people around you.
Yeah, you got to have
surrounding yourself with people who are positive influences and that encourage you to keep moving forward through whatever it is.
Absolutely. Even on Facebook. Even on any platform, media platform, you should have people around you that, talk about future stuff. Like, you shouldn't be, the timelines, I stop my timelines as far as who I deal with. I only deal with Danielle K. Anderson, my wife, and, people who, know what I'm doing and know what my business is about. But the timelines on Facebook is just crazy. A lot of drama and fighting, and if you got a people around that, then you're not going to be able to adapt to any type of change because you're stuck.
Yeah.
You are stuck. You're stuck.
Yeah, I think people like being stuck where they are because it's comfortable.
Yeah, and the people that tell you to stay where you are don't want you to stay where you are because they don't want you to leave them.
Yeah. They don't want you to do
once you
better.
change, you're gone. They're not. You're either doing two things. You're probably pulling their skirt, telling them what's going on, and motivate and move, or you're just leaving them flat line. They don't want to be left.
Yeah, what bothers me when people recognize a change in you and then they say it like it's bad. Like, you changed. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
You don't be at the club no more. Well, I don't see you at the bank anymore. What's going on here? Right. You don't be popping no more at the clubs. No, well, maybe there's a visa expired on that a long time ago.
Well, honestly, I was never really that much of a club hopping person, but it was like you're different. You're not the same anymore. I've known you for so many years, and I remember you used to do this, and you was like that, and all that. Yeah, used to that's the point. You're supposed to progress and move forward, and a lot of people don't like to change because of that, because they're afraid of what people are going to think and what they're going to say. But really the bottom line is
that's good.
The bottom line is you have to do what's best for you. Yep. And if you have changes in your life that are overwhelming, that's understandable. But to focus on the now, you're going to stay in the now. And that's not what we want to do. We want to move forward. So look at where you are and where you're trying to go.
Right. And like we had the show about spring cleaning. You had that show.
Yeah.
Look at your friends. Start really analyzing them after a year.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? You're enabling me to stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
You're one of those enablers. So, yeah, you got to really look at your peoples that you're around, surround yourself with. So,
I see Tony from Blab.
Oh, look.
Hey, girl. Tavares, Ayana. Hi, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on Facebook Live. We are also on www.rippedradionetwork.com. You can get the mobile app Ripped Radio Network for iOS and Android devices. You can call in and talk to us. This is a conversation, not a presentation.
That's
301-288-3100.
And she can't say it slower than that, guys.
301-288-3100.
There we go.
Thank you.
So she said it.
So we have a couple of people in the studio, and it's now because when people don't talk, then I start picking on them.
There we go.
Right?
That's the worst. I'm sorry. That's the worst.
It's the worst. So you better have something to say, or else you're gonna, So Natalie. What do you what do you think about the topic that we have going on here? Hold on, we got a mic coming to you. Yep. That's fine. That's cool. Speaking to the mic. Okay. It's on.
It's positive. It's actually
Adapting to change is the
Yes,
topic of the
it's-
show
it's-
today.
Yeah, that's
No, change is good. A lot of people don't want you to change because they want you to be down with them. And I had a lot of friends like that.
Mm.
That's why now I'm down to myself and my husband
there we go.
and my kids.
Yeah,
Those are my friends.
Right.
that's pressure though.
What do you mean?
When somebody doesn't like you to be, especially when you're so close to them, they could be your best friend.
It's not that they don't want you to. It's just that they're not used to it.
Hey, you guys,
Yeah.
I do marriage counseling on the side too.
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay. You just plugging that in. Okay.
It sounded like there was some issues. there.
No. She said husband.
No.
We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's over here. It's fine. No, but I just said like a lot of people are saying, well, why, your best, your friends or the people that you're around say, oh, well, why do you, why are you changing? What you think you high sedity or whatever, they may come at you in a negative way. How do you handle that? What do you say to that person? What do you say to that person when they say,
Bye, Felicia.
you say bye? You can't just say,
No,
they say,
sometimes, I mean, you know me, I'm not quite as blunt, but at the same time, it's like, listen, I'm focused. I'm trying to do better for myself and for my family. And if you
so what you're
can't
trying to
get
say,
then
I'm not helping out? Is that what you're trying to say?
you're awesome. You're amazing. You're wonderful as a person. But if you can't get down with what it is that I'm trying to do, then just, it's cool. Step aside. I still love you. I still care about you. And I hope that you do well. But, I'm on a bullet train to glory. And if you ain't down for the ride, then get out the way or you get run over. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got time.
That's so blunt, though.
But see,
That's
my type
blunt.
of blunt makes you be like, okay, true. It might sting a little bit, but it's the truth, and you can't really be mad at the truth.
Love.
Yeah,
Tough love.
right.
That's
How many?
true.
Come on, SJ.
No,
we've
that's
been doing
true.
this for a while.
Absolutely.
I have counseled people on the air and said, "What? Come on now, what are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
And then they're
That's
like, "Oh yeah, true,
true. Yeah.
true." So,
No, you're right. You're right. It's just that you got to be able to put them in check.
hey,
I got you.
Rashida said, "Step aside." Yep.
Yep. Step aside. I like that bullet train thing. I'm on a bullet train.
You can use that.
I'm gonna
Feel
use
free.
that. I'm just letting you know
Feel
that.
free.
Sue me halfway, not all the way.
Danielle K. Anderson, 2016.
Oh, gotcha.
So, all right. So, I'm sorry. The topic of the show again is adapting to change. If you're just tuning in, my name is Danielle K. Anderson, also known as Danielle the VP. I am an entrepreneur, interfaith minister, spiritual counselor, life coach.
I'm glad that she's doing this because then it's very it's very organic. I love it. Go ahead.
I can't edit now because
You sure can't.
spiritual counselor, life coach, speaker, and it is my purpose to help people to look good, feel good, find, and walk in their purpose. And my co-host this week,
Yes,
every week
SJ.
now.
SJ every week on Rip Radio Network. Make sure you download the app, please. Yes, I am a life coach. I am a.
Sorry, go ahead.
Right into my damn intro. Like, wow. Okay, I am a life coach. I'm a transformational speaker. And what I do is I take you off your autopilot, take you off course to your greater self. I make sure that you understand that life is to be controlled and that life should not control you. We're here every Saturday. This is our new slot from 11 to 12.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time, like clockwork. Now, I'm actually drove 4 hours away. I'm from Jersey. I drove all the way to Maryland.
We're so glad that you
And
came.
we're not going to be doing this every week, so we're definitely going to have to adapt to change and try to make sure that my face stays here on Rip Radio Network. We'll find something. We'll figure something
that's okay.
out.
We'll make it work. We got Skype.
Yeah, we got a
all
lot of
this
things.
type
Maybe
stuff.
Danielle can come to New Jersey.
Yeah,
maybe.
that'd be really good.
Maybe.
That'd be really.
I
There's
could
an
probably do
invitation.
that.
There's an
I could
invitation.
probably do that. And the Rippy Awards plug is coming up in New York.
Well, then I will be there
So,
because I can
if
swim
nothing else-
over there. That's not a problem. I can definitely swim right there.
So if nothing else, SJ, your face will be shown there.
Absolutely.
And that's awesome and amazing. So guess who just popped in?
Carla,
Nope. Reds.
what's going on, Reds? This is all. A majority of them are Living Your Purpose Facebook group members.
Yeah, this is the family.
This
right
is the
here,
family right here, and they've been following us since the show started.
pretty much.
So yeah, pretty much, right? So I love all of them, truly love all of them, and I thank you guys for your support. But listen, call in. We want to hear your voice. 301-288-3100. It's very simple, so definitely, I know you're on there, but we want to hear your voice as well.
I know, because the beauty of the way that we did our program before was that anybody could pretty much hop in to what we call the love seat. And so people can show their faces and be a part of the conversation. Now, we don't have that going on, but you still can participate. We want to hear what you have to say.
Right.
Even if it's just hi at this point, congratulations, whatever. 301-288-3100 is the number to call in.
Absolutely. And you know what? A lot of those people that's part of the Living Your Purpose group, they have everybody, not just the group, but everybody has stories and experiences of their breakdowns, and they had a breakthrough. That's adapting to some sort of change, correct? Yeah. So they had to do that. So I like when I hear like the interviews that we've had where people was in the midst of a downward spiral, and all of a sudden there's something, whether it be our show, whether it be a book, music, whatever, they did a change, they did a pivot. So there's a lot of stories and experiences in the Living Your Purpose show with the interviews that we've had. Even the interview we had with you, there was a little bit change there.
It was revealing.
Very revealing. Yes.
It was
the
revealing.
Curtain was open. It was very revealing.
That was Thank you very much. See, every once in a while I take off my co-host hat.
Yes.
And in this episode in particular, I had taken off my co-host hat and was a guest so that people could get to know me as a person and who's talking to you, who's giving you this advice, what is her experience like. Because again, if I can't do what I do if you don't know who I am, and I would say an open book, like I'm not telling you all of my business, but I don't have anything to hide either. Right. So I'm really happy to share myself so that people do know that I'm coming from a real place. I experience real things, some dark, sometimes ugly things. I have my sister in the studio right now, and she knows. She's seen me in that scary place, and right. So, and to come from there to where I am now, I'm not perfect. I haven't made it, all the way yet, but I'm doing pretty doggone good.
Yes, and where you are right now is where you supposed
to be. Exactly, for right now, and that's great. I love the path that I'm on, and if it hadn't been for those dark times and those changes that were necessary for me to get up and be who I am, if you had known me 5 years ago, that one over there, she would tell you, there's no way in the world I'd be on a camera with a microphone in my... No way.
Really?
Absolutely no way.
I was in that seat.
Really?
No way in the world.
Okay, I'll take
now she wants to take the mic.
Yeah, please tell me.
4 or 5 years ago, I was in her seat. I was the one on the radio, on Radio Network, and she was in my seat watching and supporting. And I said, okay. And I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I was not going to be on the air. I said, I'm going to come. I'm going to support you. I'm going to sit here and be quiet because you did that for me. She wasn't quiet. She was.
That's not fair.
Well, my show had a different kind of platform where it was kind of like yours, but we had a live audience, and she was always there, and she always had something to say. So we knew that we could count on her to give some input. But she was there. I think I was on the air, 2 years, Trump, something like that, about 2 years, and she was there for almost every single show. There was one time I was out of town, and she was still in the studio supporting my co-host. Wow. There was only 1 or 2 times that she was not there. In all of those 2 years, she was there every Saturday, 6 to 8, like
clockwork.
Like clockwork.
Wow.
And so, but the reason why she would say something was because it's just her voice. It's like nobody knows who I am. They just hear my voice. They just hear the first name. And that was her comfort zone. So to see her, when you all started your show, I was like, you doing what? With a camera? Live?
Wow.
You doing what?
On the internet?
Really?
And then she said, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? The show is over. And I'm like, okay, well, there's radio. And she called and, you guys figured it out. And now, like you said, she live stream, no editing. She can't edit this.
Right?
She can't take out
Not
all
right
the other
now.
stuff. So, so she's seriously out of her comfort zone. This is a big change for her. This whole year has been a big a huge change for her. And
so
you know,
how
she's
do you
grown
feel
lot.
about that? Like when you see it, like
I love it. I love it because I'm the little sister, so it's like being able to, you know, and just being able to see the roles reversed, where I'm like, I'm just sitting back. Nope, I'm not on the air.
Nice.
You're doing your thing, and just the level of confidence that she has and everything else like that. Because I've known my sister my whole life. You all only known her for a couple of years now, and you all just see, oh, she's got it together. Even if you've heard her story, you still don't know the Danielle that I know.
Right.
So she's a Toastmaster, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's familiar with Toastmasters.
Oh, he knows.
When I was in Toastmasters, I invited, she didn't even want to come to my presentation.
Wow.
She's like, because she's like, public speaking, no.
Because I was afraid.
No.
Not to, that
She
I
was
didn't
afraid
want
that
to
she would get
support
called
her.
on.
I just didn't want to be called on to speak.
For like table topics or
To
something.
introduce myself.
She did not want to have to even say her name. She just wanted to sit there and be invisible. Okay,
What?
so all of a sudden,
This
after
is
like
new
the
to me.
second time that she came and heard me give a speech, and after seeing me pinned as the president of the club, she was like, okay, so what's this Toastmasters thing? Like, what do I have to do? How many times do I have to get up and speak? How long is this? You know, and then I was like, what? Like, what did you say? You know, so, and then she took that, and so in that first year, like, we had a really successful year in the club, and then after I kind of stepped down, she became president of the club. She was area governor. She's all the stuff that I went through, she went through, and she's doing all of this stuff. And then also in another organization that she's a part of, she's about to be like the main person that has to run everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this person? So Danielle is a perfect example of
change. Yeah, this is
not liking change, but seeing the importance of change in order to grow. She's the epitome of that right now. She is a perfect example of this, and I'm like really proud of my big sister.
Oh.
But
But you know what's so funny is that
this is not. He would have never expected to see her in the chair without me pulling her
That's
up as
not
a guest.
fair. I've been a guest host on RIP before.
But that guest host is something totally different.
Being
a guest host
is
is like
true.
you just say, they say, hey, come sit down real quick. It's just we need to fill a chair. Come sit here and just speak your mind for about 10 minutes.
So you were resisting it at one point then?
Oh, absolutely.
You was resisting
Public
change.
speaking.
You was resisting change.
Now calling myself a speaker and wanting to do it. That no way in the world you could have got me that like 6 to 10 years ago. But here's the thing. I wanted to teach. I've always wanted to teach from a long time ago.
Okay.
And when I was going to school for it, and my sister was like, this will be good for you. And I thought eventually after going for a couple of times, like, you know, if I'm going to stand in front of a room full of teenagers or adults or whatever, I should at least know how to talk to them.
Exactly.
And so I went ahead and I took that leap and I made the change. And I'm a fan of saying I don't like to go outside the comfort zone, but I expand my comfort zone.
Just a little bit.
You know, I'm a baby
little.
stepper.
Right. No, that makes
I'm a
sense.
tough love baby stepper. It's like, just do it. Just do this. Just go ahead and answer a question in the meeting. Go ahead and, you know, do the 2-minute speech, then the 5-minute speech, and the 10-minute, you know what I'm saying? And just build yourself up to it. And the confidence grew. So I think all of that was a good thing to say that I was in a really low place. I was in a dark place, but I knew what I wanted to do. I knew where I wanted to be, and I knew that I needed to do something in order to get from where I was to where I wanted to be. And so I took those steps, and you have to realize sometimes you have to get broken all the way down in order to be built up stronger. And again, my sister right here will tell you, I have been broken. I have been broken all the way down, like lost my mind broken. That's where Crazy Town comes from. And
no, that's awesome.
It's
that's
real.
Awesome, man.
But I realize now that I am teaching, I am speaking, I am helping people. And if I hadn't gone through the things that I had gone through in my life, I wouldn't be able to relate to so many people on so many different levels.
Right.
And, you know, people always say, you're so strong, you're so strong. And when I'm in it, I'm like, are you kidding me? But then I have to look at it and say, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I look back and say, I'm strong as you know, I'm really strong. I must really be strong to have gone through everything that I've gone through. We had some comments coming through on Facebook Live. Red said, "I missed the love seat."
Yes, we miss it too.
But here's the thing:
we have it right here.
Call
actually.
us 301-288-3100. I know you're not far. It's a local call. Make it happen, man.
Yeah, 301-288-3100.
We don't have a lot of time left too, so now would be the time. Call in and
call
say
in
hi.
and say hello.
Will Forbes, hey, hun, thank you guys so much
for
joining. Darren says hi. There's an 800 number. Where is it? Oh, okay. So if you're not in the DC metro area, you can call it 888-229-2129.
Yes.
Okay.
888-229-2129
on the website.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, call us like now, you guys.
Yeah,
That
but
would
you
be
know
awesome.
it's I love I love this whole situation where, you had to get broken down. I like that when you said that. And when you're broken down, it's like almost like you get that inner spirit, because the human spirit doesn't really care about certain things. It just wants to expand and grow. So when you're broken down like that, I guess it gives you some type of I don't know, a vision that something, we got to change this. Something's got, like, you're almost in a state of prayer. I would say, like, almost like, I need a rescue. I need like a what you call that, life thing?
Preserver.
Yeah. Like, you were in that moment, and no matter what your sister would do, it would have to be on you to do that change. Kinda.
Right.
I mean, she could support you as much as possible, but basically that would have to be on you at some point. You have to say, you know what, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to use that stimuli, that tiredness, frustration, anger. We need to use that to step forward in our greatness. I believe that. I believe we can use that.
I totally agree.
Like that anger. I'm tired. Like somebody said, I'm tired of being tired.
Right.
Okay. Right. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah. I think we need to use that to be able to, instead of breaking this down, to do the breakthrough. Because there's a breakthrough. There's an exit, I believe. So change is important.
I totally agree. Agree.
Adapting to change. That is the title.
That is the topic of today's show. How much time we have, Trump? We have 4 minutes.
I don't like. Is there after something?
This is what I know, right?
Is there like some type of after rip?
Red said the same thing. He said, I missed the afterblast. Listen, you guys, this is a change that we have to adapt to.
Then,
if you want to talk to us, do it now. Now is the time. No time like the present.
I'm starting to feel like a sister. I don't like change so much.
I don't like change.
I'm sorry. I'm just not like
this is
right now.
Right. So here's the thing. You and I, afterwards, we can go on Facebook Live and decompress or something like that after. But right now, we only have, Trump said 4 minutes. We're about 3.5 minutes right now. If you want to call in right now, please, you guys. And listen, I know a bunch of you all are listening and haven't commented or anything. Jeff, Father Knows Best from RIP Radio, Show Off Radio. I know you're listening. Go ahead and listen.
I just want to say I don't know Jeff, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Jeff
100%. Do something.
Call us right now and say hi.
All my people, say hello. Everybody that's on Danielle's feed, let's say hello.
301-288-3100 or 1-888-229-2129 is the number to call.
Yes.
If you want to, that's cool. No pressure or anything,
no pressure.
But it'd be nice. It's our first show, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so
more to come.
So what else? So all right. So this is where you can find us if you don't know.
Oh yeah, do the
look for us on the internet, all over the interwebs.
Yes.
Our website is www.lypshow.com. There you can find out more about myself, about SJ, and what we do. Our archives are there. We're on YouTube. We're on Periscope. We have a phone call.
Hey. It's Red.
Hey,
what's up,
you did it.
Red?
Yeah, I wasn't going to miss this opportunity. I was just waiting for y'all to give the number again. I was like, come on, give me the number. I know it's not a lot of time. I want to let somebody else call. I just want to say, man, I'm so very, 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 very proud of you guys. This is a step up. It's a change. I missed the love seat. I missed the afterblast. But this is growth. This is the best.
Oh, wow.
It's going to take some getting used to because it's different.
It's
Got
different.
that? But this is a good thing. And God bless and keep you all. This is the best.
Yo.
You keep on growing, keep on changing. Build it, and they'll come.
Yeah.
Thank
They're
you
coming.
so much, Reds.
They might not be there today, but they're coming.
Yeah, they are. They gonna come, definitely. We love you, Rez. Definitely,
We
man.
Hey,
do. We love you so much. Thank you very, very much for calling in. I appreciate you. And tune in
And thank
next
you
week
all
'cause
for
we will
all
be
y'all
here.
do. Y'all have a good one.
Thank
All right.
you too. Oh, tear.
Yeah.
So
little-
what was I saying?
Little misty eyed.
That was great. Okay, so like I said, lypshow.com. We have enough.
We have 1 minute.
You have 1 minute, one phone call. Okay, lypshow.com. You can link to us all over social media, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. We have a Facebook group that we encourage you to join. It's an awesome place with a lot of supportive people.
Mm-hmm.
We're on LinkedIn and Google Plus even if you feel like going that route.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, check us out on lypshow.com. Trump, thank you so
much,
for
man.
having us on the network. I know we're family, and it's a hookup or whatever, but still, it's really cool. You didn't have to. There's a lot of people that are family that aren't here. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I appreciate you so much. So everybody, listen. We will be back next week at 11 a.m. Saturday morning. SJ won't be here in the studio, but he will be on the show. So make sure that you tune in and catch us. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm
This
so
is
excited.
amazing.
Catch us.
This is wonderful.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you, and we love you very dearly. And we'll be back.
We will definitely be back, and we're so happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next week.